when Apple actually announced the iPhone 14 last week, it pretty much dropped a bit of a bombshell. And since then, there's been a number of debates, there have been concerns, there have been even a bit of a panic over the decision that Apple made to get rid of the physical SIM card tray and to fully embrace the eSIM technology on the US version of their new iPhone 14 smartphones. And there were a good amount of persons who actually came to me and asking me, hey, Dre, what is this new eSIM technology that Apple is now implementing? Is it any good? How does it actually work? And of course, there were many more follow-up questions to that. So today, what I wanted to do is to kind of speak a bit on this eSIM topic and kind of provide some clarity as to what it is really and highlighting some of the advantages and disadvantages in my opinion, and why I think it's actually going to be the way forward for smartphones, both iPhones and Android smartphones. So let's get to it. So of course, the most asked question, what is this eSIM? Well, in all actuality, it's pretty simple. These are actually embedded SIM cards, which can be either hardwired into the phone itself and can be discrete components mounted to the phone circuit board itself, or merely just a secured algorithm running on the phone's software, hence the name eSIM. It's more of a digital thing, and the information on an eSIM is actually rewritable, which means you can change your network carrier quite easily without removing a SIM and inserting a new one. So essentially with this, there is really no need to have a physical removable SIM card as we are all accustomed to. Now, this is not new technology by any means. In fact, it actually exists on many current dual SIM compatible smartphones that you might have right now in your hands or probably in your pockets. You just didn't know it was there as eSIM. It's actually the thing that is more commonly used as the second SIM. iPhones, as far back as the iPhone XR, straight up to last year's iPhone 13. And on the Android side, I believe the Samsung Galaxy S20 lineup, as well as the Google Pixel 3 and 3 XL are some of the more popularly known smartphones that actually have eSIM capabilities. So now that we have an idea of what an eSIM is and kind of how it works in a sense, you might be thinking then what are some of the benefits, the advantages and the disadvantages of this thing? Well, it's all going to be depending on how you actually use your phone. But from a consumer perspective, there really isn't that much benefit apart from probably it being a bit easier to switch mobile networks with just maybe a simple phone call or doing it online versus what we're used to by ordering a new SIM and waiting for it to arrive to then inserting that new SIM into your phone using one of these little SIM ejector tool that the majority of us lose quite often, let's be honest. But that might just be pretty much it from a consumer perspective in terms of benefits. I mean, of course, you can actually have up to 5 virtual SIM cards stored on one eSIM at a time so that you can switch to different carrier networks for whatever reason, or the ability to have up to 2 active phone numbers on one device where you could actually use one as a personal contact and one as a business contact. Kind of similar as to how we are accustomed to dual SIM phone operating right now, minus having the physical SIM card, of course. But on the flip side, one of the most spoke about disadvantage or concern for that matter with switching to eSIM only is that it's not really as easy to just quickly switch devices as it is right now. If your handset stops working for whatever reason, you can just easily remove the SIM and put it in another phone, keeping your number and contact information. But that's of course if your contacts are actually stored on the SIM card. Even if you're traveling and you just want to quickly pick up a new SIM card at the airport to quickly swap out to run on the local network at whichever country you are, then it's going to be a bit trickier. You might just actually need to plan ahead to perhaps get a provisional SIM in the destination country you're heading to. Now I know that there are going to be some security and privacy concerns, whether you're now going to be easily tracked. And to be honest, I can't actually answer that question. But I definitely advise you to speak to whichever local carrier you have about some of the concerns you have, which they should be better equipped to address those concerns. But as technology actually evolves, I know that Apple has taken the very brave step to fully embrace this technology in their smartphones in the US. Remember, it's only in the US for now. I think it's only going to be a matter of time that other major brands will actually follow suit, and then more and more network carriers will start, supporting eSIM. So I do really think it's actually going to be the next thing for people to become accustomed to going forward. But let me know what you think. Are you actually concerned about losing physical SIM cards? What are you actually most worried about this eSIM technology? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to have a discussion with you there. But thanks for stopping by and checking out this quick video. I really do hope you found it useful. And if you did, then leave a like on the video and share it with persons you think will actually find this bit of info beneficial. Remember to also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet, and if you like content like this. But again, thanks for the usual support, and I'll definitely see you guys again for sure in my next one. Peace.